Alright, let's get straight into it. We're going to be using this Duent pastel pencils for portrait. This is a small box. It has only like 12 pencils. Not sure if you can see it. Let me focus. Yep, 12 pencils. It's primarily meant for portraits. I've been using this for about a year now. I've done maybe 20 or 30 portraits with it. Still going strong. As you can tell, these pencils last longer, but they are quite expensive, I'll tell you that. So here I have the white, red, black, blue. There's no green though. Alright, let's get started. What do you need to sharpen these pencils? The first thing you need is a craft knife. So this is a craft knife. It's very cheap. You can find it on Amazon. They also give you some refills. I don't know if you call them refills. You get extra blades. So if one goes blunt, you can still replace it with another. So the next thing you need is a sandpaper. Now this is custom made for pencil sharpening. This is also available on Amazon. It's kind of cheap. If you don't have these, you don't have to buy them. You can use any regular sandpaper you may find at a hardware store, or if you have one at home. Alright, so let's start sharpening this one. This one looks a bit blunt. Now if you can see, let me focus on it. There you go. This tip is almost done. I need to sharpen it to get it ready for my next piece. So let's get started. So take the craft knife. An important note, if you're a kid, don't do this by yourself. Please have an adult do it for you. You could cut yourself. Alright, let's get started. It's better you start a bit low so you get a long tip. So try shaving this wood off your pencil. Try not to go too hard. If you go too hard, you may end up cutting the tip, the pastel tip. Then you have to start over again. We don't want that. So try to go very slow. Don't rush. That's the key. So try to rotate the pencil with your left hand if you're shaving with the right hand. And remove the wood evenly on all sides. Now one tip you can use is you're going to use your left thumb to push the knife and shave off the wood. So I'm just pushing the knife with my left thumb, and then I'm doing it in an upward motion like this. So I'm not going straight, I'm going upward. So this prevents me from cutting the pastel tip. And do it very gently. Don't be too tight. So as you can see, I'm going a bit slow. Don't rush it. If you rush it, you may end up breaking the pencil. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. What are you doing? So now I'm holding the pencil very close to the tip so that I get as much control as I can so as not to break the tip. And I'm going very gentle, upward motion with the knife, trying to expose that tip as much as I can without damaging it. And my right hand is really loose. You can see that's how loose it is. It should not be stiff. If it is stiff, you're doing it wrong. All the force is coming from the left thumb. There is no real force from the right hand. Alrighty, we are done with the first step of the process, the shaving of the wood. Now we need to sharpen this tip. This tip is not sharp, not at all sharp. So we need to sharpen it to get those finer details on your artwork. So let me grab the sandpaper. So I'm holding it close to the camera so that you guys can see. As you can see, I've already used a couple of sheets on the sandpaper. Let me rip out a new one. There you go. All right. So I'm holding it close to the camera so that you can see, but you can actually place it on the table so that it is comfortable for you to sharpen. Now I'm going to place the pencil tip on the sandpaper and start rubbing it, or sanding it as you call, very gently. In the same time, I'm rolling my pencil to get an even sharpening on all the sides at the tip. So you can rub the pencil in whichever direction you want, as long as you're doing it very gently, and you need to keep rolling the pencil. Okay, so you can already see the tip is getting sharpened. So how sharp you want to go, it depends on you, depends on your requirement. But I think this looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see it. I think, let me show you. Yeah, so that looks pretty good for me. As you can tell, it is a time-consuming process. It does take time, but I'll tell you, it is totally worth it. You don't want to use your pastel pencils without sharpening them, because you're not going to get those details like fur. And your regular pencil sharpeners are not going to work because they are too damn small to fit these pencils. So that's the end of the process. Thank you very much. See you later.